15 line. 15 line. Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Watch twins. Watch twins. Kill.
This is the third-round pick out of FAU, Devon Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
Down. 60 or. Hey. High 7.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Here I come. Alert flare.
Hit it.
Looking to throw. And he's able to find Diggs. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready, set.
47 Mike, 47. You can't block me. Shoot. Switch.
Ready.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
That's how we do, D. That's how we do.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's a party now. It's a party now.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
47.
Hey, lock it.
Switch.
Go. Snap.
On second down now, Singletary. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Check.
Hey, Hayward.
31's the mic. Here we go.
Get it.
They'll set up to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here's Jackson to return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. No.
Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie 2nd rounder from Penn State. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line. In pregame, get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. he did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On second down, it's Sanders, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Wentz on target there to Jeffrey. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Wentz. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
First down, Eagles.
Go.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. Here's Wentz to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing is Wentz. And Sanders has got it complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. A quick throw, it's Arcega-Whiteside. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after 1.
Sunday.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Elliott Good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Let's go now.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back to throw here. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
82.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Flushed out right. Caught by the tight end Ertz. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
From midfield, here's Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
That's it.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Lefty, lefty. Hey, team 6. Team 6. What's up?
Play action. Now Wentz. Buying time to his left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Right there.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Get ready. Get ready. Go, go.
Great 15. Great 15. Shift.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Hey, orbit. And kill.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Big Ed. Switch.
Check 13. Check 13.
On first down, Dobbins. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Second and 4. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8. And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
I'm here all day.
Here's Singletary. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Let's go. 30 base.
Watch the slant.
Go.
Months 56. Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Check. Fresno.
On the ground, it's Singletary. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Done. Waiting.
I know he ain't got it. Shift.
Watch it.
Mike 50. Switch up, switch up.
Hey, Rip 5-2, I'm here.
Let's pick it up. It's out.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
Let's get off the field. Mike 50.
Wentz now on first down. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. He's got a man complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
It's a game 35. First down, Eagles.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll try the jet sweep here. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Wentz. Got a man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. From the gun, it's Wentz. Flush to his right. Well, that's complete to Sanders. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there of 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Undercrush. Hey, Ford, Tokyo!
49 to Mike, Mark 49. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9.
Hey, Wahoo!
Now Wentz. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. With a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
A yard.
Get him! Check one.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Now.
They go right back to Singletary. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Well, that play really didn't fool them. They completed the screen pass, but for lost yardage, a really nice play by the defense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's make these babies.
Go.
Kill.
Five.
They'll look to throw. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
He's going to sling this deep downfield, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Watch the slant. Check, check. Lucky. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Check 31. Check 31.
Shoot.
They'll run here with Singletary. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
That's it, baby.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. All day, Go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Pac-Man. 180.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 19 yards that time for number 19.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he's going to keep it here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Hey, you're on the 9 over there. You're on the 9. Slam.
Kill.
On play action, it's Wentz. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. But now it'll be 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Now they go screen. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you've got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
First down.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Ready?
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Can't stop us.
Fletcher Cox has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Get it.
They'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
We own them.
Rock it.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And this is going to be intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And that's off the mark, incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, They had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
46 down, man, 5-4.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57. 57 to Mike.
Now Wentz on third down, and he'll be stopped right at midfield. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Room here to run. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
We got this. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike's 47.
Go.
47 Mike, 47 Mike, Mike 47.
Stop your whining.
5.
Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
They'll set up to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's fourth down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll set up a throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game. They've worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On second down now, Dobbins, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Here we go. 60 or.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal.
50, play.
Get that quarterback, D-line.
Snap.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer.
And Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything in the end result, the short touchdown run. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there. So that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Eagles are going to recover. And that might be enough to put a bow on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Deep ball for Jeffrey. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Wentz to throw. They'll roll him out right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield, and that'll make it 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
It's now 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Eagles,